Alright, so we're in a laundry room, recently remodeled or flipped house. We've got the plumbing running in the hall bath and in the master bath addition over here. And while the plumbing is running, I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, but we can hear a gargling noise coming from the standpipe, the clothes washer drain. So we go up on the roof above this location, and what do we have? No vent for the clothes washer. So what's happening is the clothes washer is actually acting as a vent here, sucking air down as the plumbing is draining. Alright, this time, same house, built in 1961. We're down in Claremont. So we've got a house that was originally one bathroom. We've had additions. We've added a master bedroom and a master bathroom, and then we've added a living room bedroom area. So originally this and this was not here, but what we've going on and what I wanted to show here today is that it's hard to see in the video, but this area here and here and here are all sloping back towards the house. Okay, above we've got no rain gutters with flat roofs sloping down here. So when it rains, all the rainwater comes off, dumps down here. Comes off here, dumps down here. We've got the grade sloping back towards the house. Now what happens is when we walk inside, you'll notice that here there's a slight step up, but as we walk into the room here, the slab is actually a little bit lower when we get to the back of the room. So where I'm standing here is actually at the same height, if not about a half an inch lower than the current grade outside. So this room and the room that they added next door there are going to be prone to moisture intrusion. Now what we have is a flipped house with new carpet, new baseboard, probably new drywall here and new paint. Now we're in the middle of summer, so there's not going to be any moisture here, but I would be willing to bet that the first heavy rain that we get, this back wall is going to be very moist, and eventually long term, after a few years, there's going to be water damage and significant moisture problems here. Alright, so 1961 flipped house in Claremont. I wanted to show you guys a couple things. When I arrived, there was some water in the dishwasher. I closed the door and it turned itself on with the drain cycle, and immediately we had water discharging out of the air gap. You can see some water left on the counter here. So what's happened there is there's actually a plug in the backside here of the disposer that needs to be knocked out before installing the drain. So it's actually forcing all the water back up from the dishwasher's drain and out of the air gap. But while we're here, I want to show you another thing. A lot of times on these new installs of garbage disposers, they forget to tighten this mounting flange. So you can see here, as I twist it, it comes loose very easily by hand, so that will pop off. Also, the dishwasher, you can see the power is on here. Now when I go over to the GFCI protection here and I trip it, we go back and we see that the dishwasher has no power. So what's going on here is the dishwasher and garbage disposer are actually installed on the same circuit as the countertop outlets. Very common for this era of construction. Refrigerator also on the same circuit. What's going to happen here is if we have too many items plugged in at the same time, with the appliances running, it's possible that we could overload and trip the circuit breaker. Okay guys, same 1961 flipped house in Claremont. We're in a hall bath here. You can see that everything's been nicely redone. We've got new flooring, new tub, new enclosure here. What I wanted to point out on this one is you can see there's no window, and we've decided not to install an exhaust fan. So currently we want to have either a window or an exhaust fan so that when you're showering, all the moist, steamy air can vent to the exterior. Now eventually this ceiling here above the shower is going to get moist and possibly start gathering mildew with enough time. And while we're here, I'd like to show you a new style of installing drains. So what we'll do here is just go ahead and slip a plastic drain over top of metal drain discharging down, so that we have a sort of a built-in vent here under the sink. The same thing here in the master, where the sink drain, they've just simply slid the plastic over top of the drain, so if this ever backs up, water will actually flow out of here. Same bathroom, but sink to the left. Apparently they didn't finish connecting the cold water supply here, so we've just got a copper pipe coming out of the wall with no valve, no supply of water up to the faucet. Alright, so here we've got a Bulldog brand panel. This is original to 1960. You can see here that the circuit breakers are not labeled as to what each of these goes to. Now this particular house happens to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total circuits. Okay, currently today we would be required to have one main shutoff that turns off all of the lower circuit breakers. Now that's a newer requirement you're not going to find on a 60s house. But anyway, what I wanted to show here is that with having only 6 circuits in the house, a common problem is that as the house grows in size and appliances are added, we get double tapping. So this is when we put 2 circuits onto one circuit breaker. So 2, and 2, and 2. So we've actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional circuits added into the house. So unfortunately, for the home inspection, I won't be able to determine what exactly is on each of those circuits, but it's safe to say that each of these circuits may have more than what was intended or more than what they can handle. So as someone moves into the house and starts using it, they may become overloaded and tripped. So this house is probably going to need an upgraded electrical panel.